Top 5 rap website, you already know what's going on. Vinyl of the week number 14. This week we got Roberta Flack, First Take. You know, this is one of those seminal soul jazz type albums. Very soul jazz influence. Roberta Flack, just a very sensual storyteller when she's singing. She does a couple covers on this album that we'll get into. And this is of course released by Atlantic Records. You guys know Atlantic Records today for acts like Cardi B, Lupe Fiasco, etc. Just getting into this album and the track list compared to what, this is one of my favorite songs on the album. It has that jazz lounge type feeling. It kind of sounds like a jazz quintet in the background, and the bass line, you know, very preparatory, you know, just very jazz lounge vibes. And compared to what is a Gene McDaniels cover, R.I.P. Gene McDaniels, a great song. I Told Jesus, very touching. Our Ages Are Our Hearts. So this is going to be a controversial song in today's times because she's talking about her lyrics. She says, I'm 21, you're 34, but this doesn't matter because, you know, are we deciding between our ages or our hearts? Is this true love? So she's really been in that border between what is considered acceptable in terms of age range difference in dating relationships, in romantic relationships. Hey, that's No Way to Say Goodbye. This is a cover by Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen, very respected in the songwriter community. The First Time I Saw Your Face, this is actually the song that made this album take off. So this album came out in 1969, but it didn't reach charts until 1971, 1972, after it appeared in a Clint Eastwood film called Play Misty for Me. So this song appeared in the film, The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, in that Clint Eastwood 1971 film, Play Misty for Me. And eventually it made this album take off. This album ended up going #1 and becoming the classic that it is today. Now, of course, even without the Clint Eastwood feature, we would still respect this album as one of the most technical, vocally impressive, you know, just sensual, feeling, emotional albums of all time. But that Clint Eastwood appearance in that movie, a major film, really did help Roberta Flack First Take. And yeah, trying times. Donny Hathaway, you know Donny Hathaway, everyone loves Donny Hathaway. Ballad of the Young Sad Man. This has a Spanish guitar on it, so it's, you know, Spanish influenced. That's something I want to highlight right here in this Roberta Flack First Take album. Angelitos Negros. The song is entirely in Spanish. And on the outro, Ballad of the Sad Young Man, it has this Spanish guitar influence. So Roberta Flack is very Spanish influenced. And you see the Grammy Award winner, you see this. And this is an album that my grandma really liked, my dad tells me. He said he's seen this album laying around, not this particular one, but he said he's seen this album laying around as a kid. You'll remember in my Albertina Walker, Please Be Patient With Me vinyl of the week, they had a sleeve like this that kind of showed the other soul albums that were out at the time. I like this because this helps me find records, other records that are like the record that this sleeve contains. Donny Hathaway, Les McCann. Of course, Les McCann is on Roberta Flack First Take, you know, so you get to see, this is like the Spotify suggestions. When you play a song and they have suggestions, related artists, this is very helpful. You see Atlantic Records, Roberta Flack First Take, the Black Liberation colors, black, red, and green. Like Top 5 Rap website, you see the logo in the bottom right corner. So yeah, man, Roberta Flack First Take. This is Vinyl of the Week number 14. Top 5 Rap website. Peace.